Hello, bonjour, welcome back on my channel. If you're new here, my name is Marie. I live very close to Paris and I've been sharing my life here on this channel, my sewing project, what I eat, spend the day with me, this kind of stuff. So if you want to stick around, don't hesitate to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you are aware when I post a new video. In this video, I want to take a look at the challenges I set myself to in terms of sewing earlier this year. There are 9 of them and I want to tell you where I'm at, if I did some, if I didn't do some and why, and how did I do for the one I tackled. Why I decided to do these challenges. This winter I will be sewing for 3 years now, and last winter I realized that I was only tackling projects I was quite confident, more easy stuff, I would say, like very forgiving patterns, like oversized. So I wanted to challenge myself first and to try new things. The cat is okay, don't throw it. She just has a very complaining meow. That's why I try to do these challenges this year, is to try a project that I've never done before and that I want to achieve. And also some of them haven't addressed them because I'm scared about them, because I think they are complicated, but maybe they are actually not complicated. I just see them as complicated and I won't know if they are really complicated unless I try them. Hope that makes sense. Hope that wasn't too long. So let's start. First on the list is a winter coat. We are in summer, so not the topic right now, but I did buy a pattern. It's by Fibremood, but I can't remember the name, so I put it in the screen. And I bought a faux fur that is beautiful. So I will do that, I think, in September, October, so it's ready for winter. And I bought some bright pink for the lining, so I think it will be beautiful. The second on the list is a swimsuit. That would be the right season, but I haven't tried it this year. I do have a few patterns that came with others, like for example, it was 2 dresses that can be turned into swimsuits. So I have 2 patterns already, but I'm not going on vacation, to beach vacation this year. And I'm a bit on a tight budget because I lost my job in June, so I didn't want to buy fabric that can be a bit expensive for swimsuits and have not successful results. So maybe it will be more a 2027 project, and I'm okay with that. The third challenge is panties, and I did a few of them. I think it was in May, with a free pattern by Charlotte Joubert. The thing I didn't realize is that I use the usual size I go for patterns, but because it requires very stretchy fabric, the panties are actually very oversized. So some of them I'm not actually very comfortable to wear. But I would say that was a success, and I will do some more again. And it's very useful as a project when you have leftovers jersey fabric, especially small pieces like scraps, because it doesn't require a lot of fabric. Sewing faux leather. I just done that with the Havana dress by Fibremood that I saw in a pink faux leather. It was okay. I wouldn't call that a success because for me the pattern is overly intricate, and I think it's a case of many patterns by Fibremood. Unless you have the basic blouse, I think it is unnecessarily complicated and the design could be simple without losing a lot of design element. Like it's still, put together. It will still look put together, but with a much easier way to sew it. So been there, done that, probably never again. Keep better track of my fabric stash. I did that. I have now an Excel sheet. I love Excel. Listing all the patterns I have, all the fabric measurement they require to sew them. And I have also listed all the fabric I have and the dimension, what I could use them for. That's done, and it's really helpful because when I see a fabric or pattern I like, I'm like, I can directly go to that sheet and see what I could do it with, and it has been very useful. A jacket, which is the challenge number 6. So I tried one. No, I've started one. I started the Bianca jacket by Fibre Mood in late April, early May, I want to say. And I arrived to the collar step and I stopped. Also because there was Paris was getting very hot, so I wouldn't have needed a jacket by then. So I was like, oh, I don't need that now, so I can put that on the side and go back to it later. It's been 3 months. I haven't finished it. Hopefully I will someday. I really like the design, and the fabric I chose was perfect for it. It was an heavyweight cotton. So really just need to get back to it and finish it, and I think it will look great. Mastering zipper. So when I said I was afraid of some project or some the challenge I put myself through, zipper was one of them. I only sew a few zippers in my very short sewing life. It hasn't been very well every time, but I really wanted to master it because zipper is a usual way to put clothes on. So it's a relevant skill to have, you know. And this summer I wanted to finally do the Louise skirt by Evelyn Patterns, because I've had the perfect fabric for it for almost a year and a half, I think now. And it requires an invisible zipper above all. And I did it. I did it pretty well. The only thing I would say is that I didn't put it high enough, so there is a bit of a gap between the top of the skirt and the zipper, which is a bit unfortunate, but honestly, I was so scared to sew that. I was so much convinced that it would be a failure that I'm very happy with the results. And the color matched perfectly the skirt, so it's great. I'm very happy with that. Second to last is sketching my own patterns. So I wouldn't say I sketch a pattern, but I've been hacking more and more the patterns I have, and more confidently, and with more and more success. So that's great, because at first when I started sewing, I would do that a lot, or say like, ooh, maybe I can do it like that because the guidelines are a bit too complicated. I'm sure I can do it like that, it works. It won't. It didn't, obviously, because the the guidelines are properly written usually, if it's not AI. And now I understand why guidelines are like that and no other way. And I get my hand around that better, and I can hack more easily and more successfully. So sketching my own pattern, not yet, but on my way there, which is, I think, already a success, considering where I come from and that I've been sewing for less than 3 years now. And the last on the list is sewing a bag. I did one, but it's a tote bag. So I guess it's not really a baggy bag because it's very easy to sew. But I have now a pattern for a real bag with a zipper on, which is the shopper bag. I can't remember the name of the brand, I will put it on screen. And I'm planning to do it with some heavyweight cotton scraps that I have in the following weeks. So that could be a success as well. Sorry for the cats. The pattern doesn't seem too complicated. So again, the main issue for me will be the zipper, which hopefully will go well. That was the last thing on the list. Thank you if you stayed until the end of the video. If you want to see more of what my sewing projects are, what the results are, and more my daily life, because I've been vlogging a bit, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you want to support it, you can leave a thumb up and leave a comment telling me which of these challenges you've already tackled, which are yours otherwise. And I will see you soon. Bye bye!